President Moon Jae-in met with dozens of the nation's small and medium-sized business owners on Tuesday evening, having invited them to the Blue House for dinner and discussions. Our chief Blue House correspondent Moon Connyoung reports.
Keep running towards success was the key message during President Moon Jae-in's first meeting with leaders of the nation's small and medium-sized businesses and venture firms. A message highlighted by the South Korean leader's gift to entrepreneurs who made a strong comeback after business failures. Running shoes made by a small shoe manufacturer. The evening with the president for 26 small business leaders kicked off by wishing on a cake, custom-made by a local bakery, the success of the 2018 PyeongChang Winter Olympic Games in South Korea next month. Over dinner at the Blue House, one that follows a beer night with the nation's large business leaders and an evening with members of South Korea's labor sector last year, the president pledged all-out efforts to support and nurture SMEs by creating a business environment that is fair for all.
저의 경제 분야 새 소망은 중소기업을 우리 경제의 중심으로 만들고 소상공인들이 공정한 생태계에서 사업하시게 하는 일입니다.
Noting that the nation's more than 3.5 million SMEs account for 99% of all private businesses and 88% of employment in South Korea, President Moon stressed that the success of Asia's fourth largest economy depends on the success of these firms. The Liberal leader laid out his administration's support measures for medium and small enterprises and business owners, which include providing incentives for new jobs that they create, help turn their production facilities into high-end smart factories, and gradually abolishing the use of promissory notes. And among concerns raised by the business leaders, the latest minimum wage hike by the government, which could severely harm their profitability as most rely on low-wage workers.
최저임금 인상이 안착되면 소비를 늘려 내수가 확대되고 우리 경제가 더 좋아질 것입니다. 결국 중소기업과 소상공인들께도 도움이 될 것입니다.
By the end of the evening, President Moon hinted at additional support measures for SMEs to be announced by the government in the near future, which include cutting down credit card processing fees for smaller mom-and-pop stores. Now, whether these measures will be enough to lessen the burden and nurture the growth of smaller businesses in this country, what accounts for 99% of all private businesses in South Korea, will determine the success of the Moon Jae-in administration's economic policy direction. Moon Connyoung, Arirang News, The Blue House.